Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Well, I wasn't expecting to take this long of a break. Thank you everyone for your patience. The last time I was here, I said that perhaps I was getting the better of this virus, but alas, I was wrong. And it turns out that I got full-blown pneumonia, which is not good for speaking, and I'm still not 100%. But I have to keep the learning going. And we are getting closer to Chag Pesach. It was already Rosh Chodesh Nisan. So much is happening. But thank you, everyone, for your well wishes and for your good thoughts. Please continue davening for Chalei Tzag on Yisrael, for Shalem L'chol Petuei Yisrael, and the safe return of our hostages. And we dedicate our learning each and every day to Ili Nishmat, Sarah and Daniel Shemen, Harav Doron V'Sheli Shemikum Damo. And I am so pleased to be able to announce to those who have not yet heard that on Sunday I had the privilege of seeing Rav Doron Perez speaking here in town, but also to share wishes of Mazel Tov with him and his family on the birth of his first grandson, his son Yonatan. Galia had a baby boy named Ori Daniel. Very, very powerful. Rav Doron said that doing the baby naming, which he's done many, but naming that baby was extremely, extremely emotional, as one can only imagine, and we wish their family only tremendous amount of simcha. But he was also here in the capacity of Mizrachi, and I urge everyone to please take 5 minutes and $5 to vote in the WCC election. OIC-MIZRACHI slate number 5. Please do your part. We continue. Halavush haroy l'tefillah pocheach u'shenismal zekano. Amr Chachamim. So Chazal say, pocheach shehu mi shemalbushav eina mechasim es gufo ba'ofen mechubad. So the Gemara Megillah says, somebody whose clothing doesn't cover him accordingly or properly. Lo yikra b'torah v'lo yavor lefnei hateva. Shouldn't lead the services. Lefichach eim limnos lechazan mi shelavush b'chutza lelo sharvalim o b'mechnasayim k'tzarim. So ideally, one should not daven for the amud if you have no sleeves on or if you have shorts on. Now, you're going to see probably different cultural norms in different places. If you're in summer camp, you're in Israel, what different shuls have different type of rules, but there should be a standard of modesty that certainly somebody who has a tank top on shouldn't lead the davening. Let's say if somebody's wearing short sleeves, like a polo shirt, okay, so you could be a chazan. And if, let's say, the sleeves are not even that long enough, they don't even reach the muscle or something like that, you should wear a talis. In our shul, the chazan always wears a talis anyway, but I wouldn't have somebody in a tank top, even with a talis, davening for the amud. L'mineg Ashkenazim, according to Ashkenazim, the chazan should always wear a talis to honor the davening. And this is the Magen Avram brings that even in Marev, even though nighttime is not a time for tzitzis or talis, but because of honoring the davening, which is indeed what we do here in our shul. But according to Sephardic tradition, the chazan does not have to wear a talis. But if the chazan, the person leading, is not wearing a proper beged, let's say he doesn't have a jacket or doesn't have a proper shirt, so then he should wear a talis. He quotes us from Rav Eliyahu. If the chazan is wearing a talis at Mariv and it's nighttime, you don't make a brach on it, because according to the Rush, one has to make a bracha on a talis at night. Ladas Rambam ein mevarchim, but according to the Rambam, we don't make a bracha on the talis at night. V'safek brachas lahakol. So if we ever have a doubt when it comes to blessings, we always take the lenient approach. V'yesh medaktikin l'hisatef b'talis shel chaver, or some will just be careful to completely obviate this question. You put on a talis that does not belong to you, and you're not acquiring it, you're not purchasing it. Anytime you borrow a talis from someone, you never make a bracha on it. Which is why also some shuls have a custom that one person in the shul owns all the shul talises, because if you're using a shul talis, you don't own it, you'll never have to make a bracha on it. If that doesn't take place, you could argue, well, if I pay membership, that maybe I'm a part owner, and it's something like that. So depending on how far you're willing to go, but generally speaking, when you borrow a talis from someone or use the shul talis, you don't make a bracha on it. Also, they say that someone who has not had a full beard shouldn't be the chazan. That it's not nice, it's not proper honor for the community, for the congregation, for the tefillah, that let's say you have a young lad who has not reached his full age of maturity. This is really talking about someone who's going to be your permanent chazan. But from now and again, someone to get up to daven a mincha, something like that, even a youngster can get up and do it, even if he doesn't have a full beard. Now, not everybody grows a beard the same way. Let's say he reaches the age of 18, and he could sprout a little bit of a beard. He could even be the permanent chazan. Certainly someone who reaches the age of 20. So at 20 years old, even if he doesn't have a beard, you can also be the permanent chazan. Everybody, it's clear that he's an adult. There's no desecration and there's no negativity here as far as the congregation goes and for davening. So many achronim write, as the Pri Megadim and others, that a young boy, lo aleinu, who loses a parent, if he doesn't have a full beard, he shouldn't lead services regularly for Shachar and Mincha, at least stapek b'miras Kaddish, but rather it's enough to be davening Kaddish. But for Marav, since there's no repetition, then certainly he can. There's a long, long note here, and you can also imagine the sociological impact on this as well. And look, not every young boy wants to daven for the Yomad, but I think that if you have a perspicacious young man who lost a parent and wants to daven for the Yomad and is capable and can do so, I think it's certainly well within the rights of the tzibur to not only allow it, but to encourage it, again, done in a proper and bakavadik way. So thank you so much for waiting up for me. I really appreciate it. We're back. I'm almost back. You can hear my voice still not 100%, but please continue davening for Chayalei Tzvagan Yisrael, for Shalom and Chol Petzui Yisrael, and the safe return of our hostages. Lili Nishmat, Sarah and Daniel Shimon, Rav Zeron Vashelim, Shem Damo, and please vote OIC-MIZRACHI, slate number 5. Have a great day. We'll see you here next time.